Hello data pros, and welcome back to another exciting video in our AI and ML training series. In our last video, we introduced artificial intelligence and machine learning. Today, we're taking it a step further by exploring the key building blocks of machine learning and walking you through the steps involved in the machine learning project workflow with easy-to-follow examples. These insights will be incredibly helpful as you start building powerful machine learning models. Let's start with the building blocks of machine learning. The first component we're going to discuss is features. Features are the input columns or attributes that are used to make predictions. In other words, these are the factors that influence the value you're trying to predict. For example, if you're predicting house prices, the features might include the size of the house in square feet, the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, or even the city or location. These factors highly influence the price of the house, so when you define them as features, you're providing the machine learning program with the necessary information to learn patterns and make accurate predictions. Next, let's talk about the label. The label is what you're trying to predict. For example, when predicting house prices, the label would be the actual price of the house. While features provide the program with input, the label is the target the program is working to predict. After covering features and labels, we can now explore algorithms. An algorithm is a method that the machine learning program uses to learn the patterns and relationships between features and labels. Different types of problems require different algorithms, each with its own approach to interpreting the data. For example, linear regression, random forest, logistic regression, clustering, and dimensionality reduction are all commonly used algorithms. Each works in its own way to uncover patterns and make predictions. We'll dive deeper into some of them in upcoming videos. Most of these algorithms are pre-built and available through popular libraries, making it easy to import and use them in your projects. Finally, the model is the outcome of training an algorithm with your data. Once the algorithm has learned from the data, it produces a trained model. This model captures the patterns and relationships it discovered during training and is now ready to make predictions on new, unseen data. In our case, the model would predict house prices based on features such as the area of the house or the number of rooms. Now that we have a solid understanding of the building blocks of machine learning, let's move on to the machine learning workflow. The workflow is the step-by-step process you'll follow when working on any machine learning project. First, we have the problem definition. In other words, what are we trying to predict? Clearly defining the problem you're trying to solve sets the foundation for the entire project. For example, the goal might be to predict the price of a house based on its features. A well-defined problem helps determine the right data to collect, the algorithms to apply, and the criteria to evaluate success. Once you've defined the problem, the next step is data collection. To build a good model, you need data, which can come from various sources like databases, files, APIs, or sensors. The more accurate and relevant the data, the better your model will perform. For instance, in house price prediction, you would collect data on house sales, including features like square footage, number of rooms, and the sale price. After collecting the data, the next step is feature engineering. This is the process of preparing your data for the model. You'll clean the data, handle missing values, and transform raw data into a format that the algorithm can use. This may involve scaling numerical values, encoding categorical variables, or combining features. For example, if the house data includes features such as area in square feet, number of bedrooms, and number of bathrooms, these features often move together. Therefore, you might combine or normalize some of them to help the model better understand the relationships. Next, you move on to algorithm selection and training. This is where you choose the right algorithm for your problem. For house price prediction, you might start with a simple algorithm like linear regression or random forest. Once you've selected the algorithm, you train it on your data. The algorithm learns from the features and labels, identifying patterns and relationships that help predict the prices of unsold houses. As a result of this step, you'll have a trained model. Once the model is trained, it's time for model evaluation. This step involves testing how well your model performs on new, unseen data. Before training, you might split your house sales data into a training set and a test set so that, once trained, you can use the test set to see how the model performs on data it has not seen before. Evaluation helps you understand if the model is accurate or if improvements are needed. If the model is not performing at the desired level, you can revisit earlier steps, like feature engineering, algorithm selection, or training, before considering deployment or usage. After optimizing the model, you can deploy it for use, where it can start making predictions. For example, once your house price prediction model is trained and evaluated, you can use it to predict the prices of houses that have not been sold yet. The model takes new input data, like square footage, number of rooms, and location, and predicts the most probable house price. Once the model is in production, you'll also need to monitor and maintain it. Over time, if trends change or the model's performance drops, you may need to retrain it with a new set of data. This step ensures that your model remains accurate and reliable as the world around it changes. And that's it. From defining the problem, collecting data, and training a model, all the way to deploying it for real-world use, this is the complete machine learning workflow. By understanding these steps, you'll be well on your way to building powerful machine learning models. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest content. Thanks for watching.